नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राह्य ग्रासैक कर्मणि. The simple meaning is salutation to the master. The author is saluting, doing namaste to his master, whom he sees embodiment of bliss and wisdom. So it is very clear who is an embodiment of bliss and wisdom. We are all. We don't recognize, the master recognizes it, and that is why he is teaching. Why he is teaching? To remove the crocodile of delusion, the drama of the mind. So why he is teaching? He says when wisdom eats our inner crocodile. I explained you again and again. Inner crocodile means the crocodile catches the prey and spins until the prey is broken into flesh and then he swallows it. The same way, one simple example, don't take it otherwise but understand the essence of it. The desire to get married, to be happy. Now this, to get happiness from the marriage, where marriage is not a certification. So after a few months of pleasure, we caught in by the delusion of the mind, we have many excuses. Oh, I know my nature is different, your nature is different. I could not date for a longer period to understand you, and you did not understand me. It's better to part with it. And then you see the spins around. We spin around. Oh, let us find someone else. One thing with the food, with the position, with authority. Master is saying that is the crocodile of illusion. One has to get rid of it. So, do you notice last week? Did you notice any crocodile of illusion controlling your mind? We have to have a presence. Just notice. Note. What are those thoughts that is causing you the duality and a conflict? That is causing some concern and the fear. You just notice. Actively observe thoughts, feeling, and emotions as they arise within your mind. So you just want to just figure out, oh, it can become a crocodile. P is the presence, poise method we are following. The more and more you start noticing these thoughts, feeling, emotions as they arise within your mind, the more you notice, you will discover you observer. You are the observer. You are the watcher, not the watched. So you see, you separate your identity from passing the mental drama by realizing you are the observer. The observed contains the drama of the mind. Observer has nothing to do with the drama. When they mix up, so we have to investigate. The letter I, investigate. Witness the flow of your mind. So you strengthen your awareness, how you observe how the thoughts arise, how it sustains and dissolve without judgment or attachment. I can bet you, wise method is understood clearly, you can reach to the higher state. How you can reach, we will talk later. So observe, you know, without any judgment or attachment, you are there. The moment you have a witness, you witness the flow of the mind, there is a S letter, is the space. You recognize the constant spacious awareness in which all mental activities occur. And the moment you recognize that space, you embody the peace, either by just having a breath awareness, you keep watching the breath, or you simply drop in that space. In that space, Om Shanti. Deliberate recognition, Om Shanti, is already within me. I'm recognizing, I'm not chasing, I'm not I'm not producing, I'm not controlling, I'm recognizing. You travel from your office to the home. Oh, let me stop it. Why? My house has come. It's a deliberate recognition of your home. Oh no, my home has reached, and then I will continue driving. That is the crazy stuff. We all are seekers. That's why I'm using these advanced phrases for to help you. You have to remember. So now, when you are dropping Om Shanti or you maintain the awareness of the breath, you can still observe the thoughts are coming and going, feeling rise and fall, but now you see them, they are too far from you, they are too far to disturb you, they are too far to agitate you. So when they are too far to agitate, it is a witness consciousness. And then the time comes, only the subjective reality remains. Buddha says emptiness. Other master says it is awakened state, etc., etc. There's a long study. That is what we are understanding. You can open your eyes. But that state comes when we are a seeker. There is a very famous story. One master knows how to communicate with the birds in the forest. He used to live in the woods in the Himalayas. You know fowlers, the bird catcher who capture the wild birds. So the master saw the fowler. So he called all the birds and taught them because he knew the language of the birds. Fowler is coming. He will spread the net. He will throw the feed. He will catch you all. So birds, go to your family, teach them. So all the birds, 5 and 10 birds, they went to their family. They start singing. Fowler is coming. He will spread the net, then he will throw the feed, he will catch you all, go to the family, they start singing. The fowler came, they are singing. Bird catcher came and he was simply singing. They all birds were singing. And then they singing, and the fowler spread the net. They are singing and they went inside the net. They are still singing. So hundreds of birds inside the net. They were caught and they are still singing inside the net. The master is saying just by singing and having an intellectual knowledge from the Google, it will not work. Neither too much of singing, nor too much of talking like me, neither higher IQ, nor working through the intellect. We have to become a seeker. So very first level of the seeker is when you start listening, learning, contemplation, reflection, and practice and experience every day without fail. First level. You want a fast track? Then you have to go by listening and learning, contemplation and reflection, practice and experience, then your daily analysis. You have to apply the wisdom whenever you have a challenge of delusion, and you see that how far you can go. Can you get rid of those deluded factors of the fear or the anxiety during the day? And then you have to evaluate change in your behavior, attitude, ABC. Change in attitude, behavior, and conduct. And this is the fast track. Now, what about the fastest track? Add the 6 treasures. Every day in the morning, you do the Mangalacharan. First, you check whether you are living in those 6 treasures or not. There is one more that we are covering on Mondays and Thursdays, the desire for freedom. What is this there? So, plus with that. So, that is the fastest track. So, not by singing these principles will help us. We have to live our life in that way. So, let us move further. Logging in as peace, not as ego. I'm referring again to the last week's session, admin login and individual login. So now you are still logging, you are still, feel that you are an individual. You are logging in as peace and the joy. How do you recognize? Another metaphor to understand. Well, I have to apply this metaphor. A silkworm spins a soft, shiny cocoon, thinking, this is my luxury penthouse. Silkworm. Slowly the silk thickens, air thins, movement stops. What began as a comfort becomes a prison. Did you understand? What began as a comfort becomes a prison. The mind does the same thing. It spins the stories. It spins the reactions. It becomes the me drama. And then it complains, why I am stuck. I did the greatest blunder getting married to you. This is the spinning. Are you understanding? I forget because I'm not a seeker. Why I forget? Because I don't recognize happiness is not outside. A desire to get a luxury car? Now, a silkworm spins a soft, shiny cocoon thinking once I will have a luxury car, I will be happy. But before that, I work hard. I have a lot of stress. I earn and get the car. And after that, so Eastern wisdom walks in like a friend to us. You are not a cocoon, you are the one who can see it. Pay attention. That is the track of the highest seeker. You are not the cocoon, you are the one who sees it, who is the knower. And when you are the knower, you log in as a piece, you don't log in as ego. Anytime, anywhere. Did you get it? We are going deeper. We keep aside the drama queen mind is like a private, or use the another. Let me use another metaphor. The drama queen is our mind, impulsive mind, is like a private Netflix series. Always next episode, never closer. That is what I say. I get married to be happy, I divorce to be happy, I get remarried to be happy, I earn $10,000, I'm happy. Then I stop, I'm unhappy. Something happened. Then again I earn, I switch on to another business. I'm not a knower. So every experience, thought, feeling, anxiety is object, not the real I. The real knower is behind the eyes in the mind. I log in as peace when all the time, in all the locations, with everyone. Are you understanding? It is only by understanding. This master says it is only. Suffering is not a problem of my heart or vital organs. Leave that to the medical science. Suffering is a cognitive error in perception, misidentification, a wrong login, not a broken self. My real self is not broken. I am still in peace and happiness. Can I? But I remember, I can recall only when I am a seeker. When I am a seeker, I learn the basics of the Eastern wisdom, what is real and false. To understand real and false, I have to apply the discernment. So when I apply the discernment, practically, I see there is a sense of detachment. There is a sense of dispassion plus the six treasures. That is the journey on the fastest track. So self-discovery, Master says, is a recognition. You are not repairing yourself. You wake up from the dream of being only a small, anxious somebody. That is why I said we have to do the Mangalacharan every day on Mondays and Thursdays session. Now see, you wake up in the morning, you have a login choice of your life. Now, how can I log in into the peace? Yesterday I reacted to my honey, or honey reacted to me, and I still carry the burden of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And I cannot do meditation. I'm not a seeker. A silkworm spins a soft cocoon thinking this is my 5-star suite. What that means? First understand. So I create a story around myself through the mind, seeking happiness from the world outside, maybe the position, maybe the possession, maybe the relationship. It is not there. So now you see, but slowly the air thins in the silkworm. The comfort becomes confinement. Do you agree? Comfort becomes the confinement. The mind does the same. It spins comfort from the thoughts, emotions, stories until it's gasped for the space. So you find little space and then you run after the same thing. Our master smiles and says, "You are not the cocoon, dear one, you are the light that sees it. You are the knower that perceives what is changing." We mistake the story for the self. Are you getting it? We mistake the story for the self because comfort tricks us into forgetfulness. Little deeper. Every time now. Even one person remains, it's okay. Because comfort tricks us into forgetfulness. We are not against the comfort. Having comfortable posture while talking, and I'm aware. The comfort is not, comfort belongs to the body and I'm knower of the comfort. No problem. Otherwise, this comfort becomes the confinement. By practicing the right understanding, turn your attention from the story to the knower, to the seer, to the observer, here and now, that we did in the poise practice, and you are free. In every experience, big or small, there is always a seer. Do you think that, in a small experience, the knower is absent? In a big experience, the knower is always there? Knower is always there. Whether the experience is small or big, whether you have a small thought or good, whether you have a thought of pain and pleasure, knower is always there. I am the knower. So when I am the knower, I logged in as peace. I did not log in as anxiety, as ego, as crocodile or delusion. You need not to cancel the subscription of the Netflix. Just stop identifying with the show. Did you understand that? Oh, my honey. Drop this mind. My honey, your honey. You are the knower. Finished. You need not to cancel the subscription. Why? We discussed in the very beginning. Every thought is an object. You are not what you think. You are not what you think. You are the one who is aware of the thought. You are the knower of the thought. You are not what you think. When that level of awareness comes by regular practice of Mangala, fastest track. Mangala Charan, Shravan, listening, learning, contemplation, reflection. You start becoming a seeker. You enter into the six treasures from now that you want a freedom. You stop identifying with them at that moment, like watching the clouds not being dragged by them. Suffering is not a broken heart. It is a login error. I'm explaining. It's a login error, not a life defect. What will happen? Nothing will happen. Whatever has to happen will happen. Yesterday, my mind spun the story. Had your father being alive, you should have invited him here and you should have told him that how wiser you have become. I logged in as ego. I remember, okay, finished. The moment you recognize, then suffering is not a broken heart. Can I control? No. That is what I explained you last week. Local login, admin login. Suffering is it not in the consciousness. It is a mistaken identity. Self-discovery is a recognition of that consciousness. Have you ever noticed how anxiety feels personal, how reaction feels personal, how the death of the near and the dear ones feels personal? Log in as ego, but when you log in as peace, you simply watch it dissolve, because you see who is changing, whatever is changing, body, mind, intellect, and ego takes birth, appears as manifestation, and dissolves, it becomes unmanifest. That is the way the external world is. But inside, that consciousness is always. The I that suffers is just a local login. Again, I'm using the word. It's a local login. It's not an admin login. So what Eastern wisdom is teaching, the teacher is not saying that, come on, do namaste to me, I will install peace. No. Teacher in the Eastern wisdom is saying, uninstall error in perception, uninstall misidentification. Masters of the knowledge remind us your mind is not broken, it is just running an outdated operating system. Windows 95 is the first, no, before that, there were other operating systems. I started running in 95 or 6, that in Indonesia. Mind is not broken. Can I remember that? Can I become aware of that at any moment? I can only become aware when I am a seeker. I have already told you, Mangalacharan, listening, learning, contemplation, reflection, practice and experience, followed by daily analysis. You apply the wisdom, evaluate change in your attitude, behavior, and conduct, and then you are expressing thought, speech, and action in your daily life. This is the but super fast track. Super fast track, you follow the basic principles of Eastern wisdom. Discernment clearly identifies what is real and what is false, followed by dispassion, followed by 6 treasures. Your mind, your intellect lives into that state. From that state, you listen to this, listen to the teacher, these principles. You are already there. So I told you the teacher does nothing. Teacher just helps you to dissolve, destroy, remove, whatever the word you want to use, misidentification. It reminds you again and again your mind is not broken. What the heck you are saying? My honey abused me, and you say that, I should not feel stress. That's a very crocodile of delusion because you are not able to understand it. How can you reach there? So that is why Master says you have to start from there. Your seeker learns to witness, not wrestle. Slowly, your perception shifts from being somebody in the scene to being awareness, to being a consciousness itself. Beautiful teaching of this Master, such a beautiful teaching. Can I use another way? Our peace and happiness and the joy were never offline. Remember this. I am making you clear. They are never offline. An untoward incident happened in my house. Even then, it is not offline. You lost all money. Even then, it is not offline. Why? You logged in as ego. think. I'm just kidding. So when you stop being the actor and return to the screen, the whole movie becomes luminous. That is the meaning. Peace was never offline. Happiness is never off. It doesn't mean that the death occurs nearby in your family and then you start dancing. I'm not saying that. But internally you know. Internally you are not broken. You are the screen. And the life changes. This is how some of the teachers, people referred me, that master, live master teaching this. This is teaching from this text. There are a couple of, nothing can be updated in the Eastern wisdom. I don't want to name those people who talk of choiceless awareness, who talk of the power of now, etc., etc. It comes from here. You are learning from the teacher who discovered these principles. So what is the journey? It is the journey from a drama queen mind to a quiet witness. That is the meaning of how to log in as peace. I like this metaphor of an internet. You see that life is like one internet running everywhere. Life. On your phone, it looks my little screen. In the data center, it is vast, seamless network. The same consciousness appears as a local login. I explained you. Consciousness plus Rajoguna is an individual, so I'm explaining in a different way to help you. But you can grasp only. It is not like the bird that they are singing and they are in the net. They are still suffering. So what I'm saying, life is like one internet running everywhere. On your phone, it looks my little screen. In the data center, it's a vast, seamless network. The same consciousness appears as a local login. So when it has a local login, what it says? I am this body. I have my mood. I'm upset. My mood is upset. I am experiencing stress. I am playing this role and I'm this body, mind, intellect, ego, and as a admin mode means consciousness plus satoguna. What is that? Ishwar, unbound, unlimited, always in peace and happiness. But when you log in as ego, every notification shakes you. When you log in as peace, the same notification becomes information, not identity. Pay attention. Same stress is an opportunity for me to abide in the screen. I am the knower. But when I have a local login, I am this body, body has a pain, so I am suffering. I am suffering because I am broken. When you log in as peace, the same notifications become information, not identity. That is what is known as choiceless awareness. It is here and now. I already answered you, so we need not to practice anything. Answer is no if you are a seeker. And I already told you an example of a plane. I can board the plane after I buy the ticket, reach to the airport, move into my seat and sit there. After that, no practice. So until the practice, I have to become a seeker. So this master says consciousness alone is. Understand again, life is one vast internet running through all the devices in your home, my home. On the phone, on the laptop, it looks like a little screen. I have two monitors. It looks like a bigger screen. It is seamless and limitless in the data center. The same consciousness appears locally as I am body, I am this mind, my mood is upset, I have lot of stress, I have lot of pleasure, I have lot of money, I have this and that and long list. The same consciousness is the Ishvara we discussed before. Consciousness plus Satoguna, cosmic login, cosmic admin. All the tabs are open and still you are unshaken. So when you log in as ego, every notification feels like an emergency. That is why we start reacting. Oh, there is a buzz in the phone. Let me check the message. Oh, there is a unnecessary. That is what the master is explaining, the crocodile of delusion. Oh, one message, second message, one activity, second activity, unnecessary. The master is saying shift. Shift from what? Shift from I am the drama to I am the witness. I am the doer and enjoyer to the I am the knower. That shift is required. But that shift can only happen if you are a seeker. If you are not a seeker, when we are not a seeker, when we are learning, look at the drama queen, mind. It loves episodes of anger today. There must be some excitement in our life. It is an automatic mechanism, auto mode. can bet you. Hesitation, anger, excitement, reaction. Anger today, pleasure tomorrow, guilt day after tomorrow, huh? Laziness next day, and the whole thing spins and spins and spins in our life. We never think, can I get rid of all this? Enough is enough. Local login. Logging in as a piece. That understanding, if it is there with you all the time, step back from the series. We say soap opera in the series. That is what the crocodile of delusion is explained. Every experience is equal to object plus thought of an object plus a desire and plus consciousness. Error in login, not in being. Error in login, not in being. Pain doesn't prove brokenness, it proves misidentification. What is that misidentification? Doctors, let me take the blood. I have to check, how sick you are. So if I'm in a body mode, I will be scared. If I'm in awareness mode, nothing to scare, take the blood, Are you understanding? Awareness mode, body mode. At every moment I have to figure out, discern, separate, and live into that state. Because the future verses are more detailed and subtle, so I thought I'm asking you, who pressed login this morning? I have some anxiety. You record what happened yesterday. You logged in as ego. You start with the Mangalacharan. You logged in as peace. But I have to do it regularly until the time comes. I have no error in perception, no misidentification. The goal is not to fix the waves. Again, I'm using those metaphors. Goal is not to fix the waves, but to remember the ocean. I try to fix my anxiety. No, come on. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Deliberate recognition of peace and happiness inside. But if you are trying to fix your reaction against your partner, there is a chain of the thoughts that continues. No, let me control. What to control? Nothing to control. Simply ask, who is the one aware of the noise in the mind? Can the witness itself ever freeze, fail, or crash? That is what the Master is teaching. There is another way. I told you, peace is never offline. Happiness is never offline. Then what? I just forget the password. So what it means? I have to shift logging from ego to awareness. There is some misidentification, creates endless emotional challenges in life. Peace is not achieved, it is recognized. I translated a couple of verses in this format so that you can easily understand. We are again going into a deeper level. Maybe after the one more session, then we will pick up those verses. So when we have an admin login, or when we log in as peace, one consciousness appearing as many minds, many bodies, many worlds. Admin login knows how many local logins are there. But I am not aware. I am not aware because I am not a seeker. I am stressed because I am seeking happiness outside. I am not approaching to what is this admin login. I fail to log in as a piece, and then there is a problem. So, in previous couple of weeks, we discussed consciousness plus satoguna admin login, consciousness plus rajoguna individual, local login, consciousness plus tamoguna is the entire material world. So don't allow your mind to run window 98 or window 95. Once you recognize mind as a drama channel, it has anger episode, it has pleasure episode, it has a guilt episode, it has a reaction episode, it has a worry episode. And they can come anytime. Question is, are you the drama or you are watching the drama? You are watching the drama, admin login. You are the drama, local login. You identify with the body, mind, intellect, and ego. It can happen here and now. One email either from your boss or your friend or your partner. They hate me, they don't like me, I will never respond to them. I am failing, life is over. Local login. Every experience or thought is an object. It's a play and a plot on the screen of the awareness. Whether it is a thought, emotion, or whatever your experiences say, the mind says, I'm upset, I'm a gone case, I'm dying, whatever the thoughts. It is an object on the screen of the consciousness. I'm pure consciousness. Finished. Admin login. What your internet connection has to do if you are calling your friend and fighting? Does the consciousness fight? Are you understanding? If the consciousness identifies with your fight, my pleasure, third person achievement, fourth person failure, what will happen to this internet? Can you imagine? There will be a chaos in the entire. Why we have a chaos? because we identify with it. Are you getting it? Understand, you have to contemplate. I told you. That is why I put up the topic. Who is a normal seeker? No, I understood. I didn't find the time to listen to it. I did not contemplate. A normal seeker. Maybe 10 years, 15 years, you will become the next level of a seeker. What is the next level of a seeker? Plus three aspects, plus daily analysis. You just become aware. You have a pain in the body, you have a challenge. No, it's a local login. Let me have an admin login. See what happens. You have to apply that. Then only. So I have to ask myself, who is logging? Am I logging in? Or am I logging? Admin login, or it is ego login, or peace login, or ego login. I gave you a couple of. So the master says, how does it happen? I gave you an example of intellectual understanding is like the birds singing. They went to their family, they keep singing. I know this is what is there. I did not contemplate. I did not apply the discernment what is real and false. I did not apply the wisdom in my daily life. I did not experience the change in my attitude, behavior, and conduct. Then nothing will happen. There was a shopkeeper. Did I tell you this story? There was a shopkeeper. So every evening after business hours, he used to go to the teacher to listen to the talk on the same Eastern wisdom. 10 years, he never missed any talk. One day he has to go to another town, so he told his son that because I don't want to miss the talk, so you have to go and listen to the talk, and then I will learn from you. You see, the story starts with such a bang. Anyhow, the son went to listen. He was very pragmatic. He was already fed up with the pleasure-seeking mind. So he learned that the peace and happiness is within. And happiness is within. And outside, it is all your play. You are not. You are simply an actor in the world. But in order to purify the mind, you have to purify the mind. You have to play the role very well, not identified with it. That was the first teaching, and the second teaching, the cows, cows in India are considered a sacred animal. So whenever the cows are eating, you have to be very kind. You have not to stop them. So anyhow, the son opened the shop the next day in the morning, and a cow started eating. He had a grocery shop. The cow started eating the groceries, and he was holding the hand, namaste, to the cows also. In the meantime, his father landed. What the hell you are doing? Now this is what I'm practically implementing the lesson what I learned from your master. You fool, my son. I have been listening it for the last 10 years. I listen and I forget it. So the spirituality is just listening and forgetting. If we have a mindset, it will not work. I have to contemplate and reflect. I have to see. I have to apply in my life. Whatever the challenges you have, you apply it and you see how it works. So, the basic teaching today is that we have to use the intellect, apply the discernment, understanding the real and the false to shift identity from the drama queen mind and local login, two things, to a constant witness consciousness, to a screen. Why it matters for a seeker? Because all suffering rides on the thought. What it writes in the thought? I am the body, I am a limited person, I have a problem, I have a problem with relationship, I have a problem with the unnecessary local login. So what happens? Local login, I am broken, my heart is broken. Admin login, experiences in the mind feel broken, awareness is intact, knower in me is intact, nothing happens to the knower. So then what happens? Evaluate, I told you, you are a faster seeker, then your behavior changes. You have a less blame, more responsibility, you have a fewer explosions, you have a more calmness. Why? Why? Because it corrects the mistake. It treats the experiences. What is the mistake? It recognizes the mistake as an identity. I am the eyes, I am the mind, I am my resume. I am the rich and I am the poor. True, I am the pure consciousness. Your mind says no, no one to blame, complain, and react. Let us live. Let us abide into that consciousness, and you are happy. You are happy. Last, I used many metaphors. That is how our masters uses. Anytime you are surrounded by anxiety, duality, conflict, I'm claiming that you all are great seekers. Stop saying I am the storm and remember I am the sky. And then metaphorically use your intellect. Everything I experience is object. I am the knower, not the noise. Anxiety is a visitor. I am the house. Local login feels broken. Consciousness is never broken. I am not the body, not the bio. I am the light behind it all. Light behind. The light illumines every object here, including me and you. The same light of consciousness. People start making unnecessary first, light of consciousness. Then they start imagining, if I have seen the blue light, I have seen the yellow light in meditation. No, that is not clear. It is the light of the consciousness. Metaphorically, they have used. So, I use these metaphors to help you understand. We have to live with that. We will go a little deeper into the local login versus admin login. How one consciousness, two perceptions, one consciousness appears as permanent peace and happiness, another consciousness as a local login appears as a stress, anxiety, duality, conflict in our life. Yes, we will discuss and share our experiences now. Janice, you want to start with.
The takeaway of today's session is that my mind, my ego, uh, builds a prison for me, and this prison is made of pleasures, cravings, attachments, different shiny things, and biting desires. And my mind wants to convince me that this prison is the real thing, that I have to stay in the prison because it gives me pleasure and comfort. And mind also offers incentives such as career, family, money, power, recognition to keep me busy so that I stay in the prison and never even think that there could be an exit and that there is life beyond the prison. And this ego doesn't want me to recognize that I'm imprisoned because the ego wants to be in control.
Yes.
But when I stop spinning in my busyness for a minute and use some discernment, I realize that living in this prison is a matter of choice. And if I can see that I am a prisoner of my mind and ego, I can also realize that I'm separate from this prison. I'm separate from the mind and ego, and that means that I can break free.
Eastern wisdom says, do I have a better choice versus the comfortable choice? Comfortable choice is all about ego, local login, continue to remain concerned with career, money, etc., pleasure, reaction, excitement. The whole story spins throughout our life. From Elon Musk to us. Beautifully said. Beautifully you put up different points. We want to remain in the prison because ego likes it. But ego at the same time wants to be free and it cannot be. Cocoon, silkworm. How are you, David and Jerry?
Thanks, Sir. Today's lesson was very. I love, as you know, I love the metaphors and the silkworm and the shopkeeper and things, and it just in fact, I think there's a song about it. But we, especially here in America, live in a material world, and we want that car, we want two cars, we want that bigger house, we want that second house, and we think that gives us happiness and peace and freedom. But what it does is it creates attachment and it burdens us. Dree and I live in a neighborhood where they're building a house next door that's going to be 4 times the size of ours. Are they going to be 4 times happier?
Yes.
Probably not. They're probably going to be 4 times frustrated because of bigger house and things like that. And I think it's just a reality check. And I love your thing about the peace and happiness is there. We just sometimes lose the password with which to access it. So very fascinating lesson for me today. The application for me lately has been before, during, and after sleep. I do the Mangalachan when I go to sleep. When I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, I do the same, and in the morning before I get up. And before I would, in those moments, my wheels would be going and the thoughts would be going. So I call the Mangalachan my laser that comes in and zaps and shatters those thoughts. And so it's been very peaceful lately. So thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. You are indicating that now your mind recalls and remembers the Mangala Charan. There the journey begins, anytime, anywhere. So it means going to the restroom becomes a reminder to me, not becoming a disturbed sleep. Disturbed sleep, ego login. Congratulations, peace login. You see the only difference is error in perception. Yes, Jerry.
Thank you, sir. Well, I really love the login, the individual login or the admin login, and I think that for me the easy part of that is that if you're ever logging in to say I'm going to schedule peace, I'm going to schedule pleasure, I'm going to schedule pain. We don't usually want to schedule pain, but we if we're ever looking to schedule our day and create happiness,
yeah,
then we're missing it.
Missing it, yeah.
So as soon as we realize that, oh, I'm trying to create a vibe, I'm trying to create this happiness and this peace and this love and I'm expecting a certain appreciation for that, then we're missing it. And if we're always logging in, realizing who we are and that we contain all of that within us, and so do all the people around us, then all of that will exist, no matter how much pain or pleasure is out there.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful way. Yeah, that's a beautiful way to summarize it. You see that the moment you have an admin login, that admin login says this at the local level, I should not be in a body mode even if there is a pain in the body. Let me take care of the body the best possible way, but I'm not going to log in as a body. Log in as a mind, log in as a reaction, log in as the ego. So you are recognizing that internet is not disturbed, that consciousness is not disturbed. The moment it becomes local, then it has a lot of problems. Beautiful. How are you, Sameer?
Sir, I have been noticing one thing, that confinement is hidden in comfort. Confinement is hidden in comfort.
Yes.
And they both start simultaneously.
Yeah.
And it is our means we don't have knowledge that we recognize that at that moment. Supposing Monday is my holiday, so I think, okay, I will take rest today. I sleep on my bed, and I don't have a habit of sleeping in daytime. But after 1 hour or 2 hours, my neck starts paining. There is pain in my back. So I thought I will rest and I will enjoy. So comfort, this confinement is hidden in comfort. Means they are two sides of same coin. And we are not able to see one, then we see another, then we see one, then we see another. If when we start doing meditation and we are able to see both things, both the sides at the same time.
Beautifully said. There's another one. We don't even, our mind avoids mind, or the crazy mind, I would say, default mind or reactive mind, or the mind that is seeking the pleasure and a comfort in the world outside, hides that I will be confined. The next moment, I'm seeking happiness outside. I'm seeking peace outside. And it is so subtle we don't recognize it. Even though they are the two sides of the same coin. That is why the master says you have to start with, I told you, the normal track, the fast track, the fastest track. The discernment between the real and the false. Then we have some sense of a detachment. In that detachment, I recognize the prison and the pleasure together. Like this silk cocoon. The more we recognize, you abide in peace and you see let everything come and go. I will remain in that permanent peace and happiness. Is that awakening? We are going to learn from this master. Yes, Terry, how are you?
Um, I'm very I've done better in
Better, good.
not getting angry, and because I'm very dependent on other people, so I'm trying to remember all the time that then I'm sort of limited by their ability to understand what things and my ability to communicate. And so I'm trying to.
I'm also very limited.
I'm trying to communicate on the level that each person is different. I'm trying to communicate so that I can. I don't expect them to understand me.
That is the first thing. I'm also limited because I depend on the food for survival. I'm also limited because I depend on my house to shelter me. I'm also limited. So you see, this is the body mode. I local login. I have to do the admin login.
Well, I guess admin login makes you more aware of
Now see, whether you understand me or you do not understand me, still I can have an admin login. Is it not? It depends on me.
Yes. But if you are dependent on someone else's
I said I depend on the food. I depend on the municipality to supply the water to my house.
Uh-huh.
So I have to break this wrong perception of limitation. As long as we have a wrong perception of limitation, it is a local login.